How do? My name's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am just a lover and enthusiast of makeup and all things dress up, so if you want to see more content like that, I would recommend hitting that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into the video about the new Fenty Icon Bullet Lipsticks. All right, so I actually wasn't going to necessarily pick these up. I thought they looked pretty and I was really curious, but I watched a bunch of reviews and they were really favorable, so I thought, well, okay, that'll make a fun video. And there was one shade in particular that I was really interested in. So the Fenty lipsticks, if you're not familiar, they come separately. So you get a shade, which is the actual lipstick, and then there's a case. And you can use the lipstick without the case, and we'll get into that. But let me first tell you what Fenty Beauty has to say about these lipsticks. So it says that it's a creamy semi-matte finish, curated by Rihanna, a lineup of reds and neutrals for all. I did really like, there were 10 shades, and I really liked the shade range in this and the shades. I thought in the videos where I saw people swatching, I thought that they were pretty consistently flattering, and so that was great. It is made to be refillable. Choose your shade, then choose your case to complete your Fenty Icon lipstick. So there was only one case available when I purchased these, and it looks like this. It's like a metallic kind of rose gold color. Fenty on there. So that was the case. I have seen a black version of that on Sephora recently. I don't know if it's still there, but it said that it was coming soon. So I wonder if they're going to do different cases, which I kind of like. You can get different cases so you know which one you're grabbing in a hurry. Anyways, or just in your drawer. Not that you have to be in a hurry, but it's just a little easier. And the shade is actually on the inside of the lipstick, so you'd have to, it's like on the, this component. This is what the little lipstick looks like. Anyways, the shade name is actually on this part, so you would have to open it to see what shade it was. It's not just on the bottom of the case. So having different cases, my point about all of this, would maybe be handy. All right, so there's also high pigment with a lightweight feel, lipstick bullet shape inspired by Rihanna's Cupid's bow for precise application, packed with moisture plumping hyaluronic acid and conditioning vitamin C and E, lip loving amino acid technology for a plush texture. All right, so I actually wore this all day so that I could sort of let you know how I felt about that. But before I talk about that, let's just show you the swatches. I'll show you, actually, okay, first things first. Let me show you how this works if you haven't seen it already. I'm sure there's tons of videos by now. But basically, the container comes like this, and you just let this bit fall out. And then you take your actual lipstick piece, and it does come with a cap that I think would stay on pretty well if you just wanted to use it like this. I don't know. Some people probably don't care. If this was in my bag, I would not trust it. Anyways, so then you take the cap off here, and then you just pop the lipstick into the base. Just snaps in, and then that would work like that. And then, and this is the shade Mother Lover. It's kind of a nudie, like terracotta pink almost. And then you just make sure it's all the way down and pop that in there until it clicks. Okay, so that's your like completed set there. And then to get it out, you just twist that and it pops out and you pull it out. And I do find it's a little bit, there's some resistance when you pull on it, which to be honest, I really like because again, if this is in my purse and like somehow that gets bumped, I really don't want that to come out. So I'm glad that you really do have to pull on it and it's not just gonna fall. So that's that. And I actually really like this. I think it's really cute and fun. I like it. I really do. I like this. As far as them coming, well, I'll get to that. Let's do the swatches. All right, so this is Mother Lover. And this one I did not use a lip liner for. I just simply put it on. All right, so it's a cute shade. It's kind of a, like I said, like a corally, pinky peach. I don't know, I think it is very flattering. When you first put it on, it does feel kind of creamy, pretty comfortable. What I did notice, whoops, and I did wear this, like I said, all day at work, and after, like it feels wet right now, but after a little while, it did kind of dry down and it didn't feel, like it didn't dry out my lips. In fact, I think my lips felt pretty good like when I took it off. So those properties in it, I think are probably true. However, like the wearing of it, it felt a little bit gritty after a while was kind of the thing that I noticed. It was like a very fine, like very fine, almost like chalk or something. Like it was like dried, like my lips didn't feel dry, but the lipstick felt dry. So that's the shade Mother Lover. And I like it. I think it looks really, really flattering. Let's go to the next shade. All right, and the next shade that I got is called the MVP. It's a classic blue red. I'm just gonna leave it in this component for now. Very true red. So let's try that one. I do like this pointiness at the top. It does make it a little easier to apply at the Cupid's bow. I have a bit of a pointy Cupid's bow, so. Okay, I would usually definitely use a lip liner with this, but for the purpose of swatching, I decided not to. But that is a very true red, very striking. I think it's a pretty red. I think it's pretty flattering. So this is, what's it called? The MVP. So that's that one. I think that the different colors feel different. Maybe I'm crazy, but this one feels, I don't know, just like a little bit stickier or something. I should talk about the scent of these as well. That was one reason that I was afraid to pick these up, is because of it had a fragrance in it, and so I was like, oh, I don't know, a lot of times I can't handle fragrance. And a couple Fenty products, like their cream gloss bomb, I was so bummed because they're so beautiful. This video isn't about that, but I'm just gonna go on a tangent for a second, bear with me. They're so pretty, they look so nice, but I couldn't handle the scent of them, which was kind of a bummer. And there was another lip product of hers as well. But then the Fenty gloss bomb, just the regular one, I actually really like the scent of. And anyways, in one review, somebody said that this had a hint of vanilla, and I actually don't find that to necessarily be the truest. I don't think it actually smells kind of like the gloss bomb, but it's almost a little bit stronger, and it does not go away. Like when I wore this all day, the scent was there all day, even when it had dried and everything. So there is a scent to it, and it does persevere throughout the day. So be aware of that if you are sensitive to scents and fragrances. This one doesn't bother me too bad, but of course, if I had my druthers, this would not have a scent to it at all. But yeah, this particular shade, and maybe I just put more on. I think that's probably it. Anyways, pretty shade. This is the MVP. And I'm going to move on to the next one. And I'm definitely going to put a lip liner on because this next one is called Fenty Auntie. And as you can see, it is much deeper than these two. So yeah, I'm going to need a lip liner with this. So I'm going to do that real quick and I'll be right back. All right, so now that my lips are lined, wow, that looks really silly. All right, let's go into Fenty Auntie. And this one, when I first tried it, felt like it had more drag than the other two. But actually, yeah, it does. It also smells a little stronger to me. All right, so that is Fenty Auntie. And I'm not sure if it's because I've been taking lipstick off and putting this on, but this one does seem a little bit like the color is somewhat patchy. Could just be the lighting though. Let's see. Yeah, like right there. And I don't remember that the first time I tried it. Anyways, I love the shade. That's the thing about these. I think the shades are spectacular. I think they did such a good job curating the shade range. The 10 shades are all different from what I could tell. I mean, I only got 3 and I got kind of a wide range, but I think this is a very pretty shade. I'm not sure about that opacity though. Well, I guess that's all right. I think this might look cute with like a red liner around it, so that it looks like it kind of faded out into that. I think that might look cute. Anyway, yeah. So these are my thoughts. First, the whole buying the container separate from the lipsticks. A lot of people were saying they didn't really like that. Some people did like the fact that you could get the refill, but didn't necessarily like that you had to buy the case for everything. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. I really like the packaging. I think it's really cute and a neat design, like I said. Yeah, that part doesn't bother me. It does make it a little bit more spendy, you know, to get both than what I think a lipstick would usually be in her line. So that's kind of interesting. I do feel like this feels really nice. So I don't think it's like cheap or anything. And I think it is cool that they're refillable, I guess. For me, I don't know that I've ever gone through an entire lipstick. So, I don't know. It's kind of silly for me. I think it's fun to like switch them out. And honestly, I think you could just get the one case and get a bunch of different shades and switch them out, because unless you want them, you know, like out on your vanity, if, you know, I don't know, I will usually only bring one lipstick with me. So I guess sometimes I'll bring 2, but I think you could just switch out the shades and only use the one case. And in that case, it's actually, you know, a little cheaper to do it this way. I believe these, I'll put the price here. And then the case is $12, I think. I'll also put that there. Anyways, so that is thoughts on the actual like component. As far as the formula, I will say, so I wore it all day. It didn't feel drying, but it felt dry. So it felt a little bit gritty, just like a very, very, very fine, almost like a chalk. It wasn't like sandpaper or anything, but it did feel gritty, like a dry grit. So I do like it better when I use like lip moisturizer beforehand and then let that like set in for a while and then kind of wipe it off and then put the lipstick on. I think that might be better. It does feel comfortable when you first put it on, and it's comfortable like moving around. It's fairly comfortable, and it is pretty lightweight. It's not particularly sticky, actually. I wonder if I felt that way with the red one, with the MVP, because I had taken it off and then reapplied right away. I'm not sure. I do find that the different shades do feel different. And it was the lighter shade, the Mother Lover shade, that I wore all day, and that's the one that sort of felt like a chalk or something, if that makes sense. All of that said, like I said, I love the shades. I think they're very flattering. I think they're very beautiful. So I think they did an awesome job with that. I'm not sure about the formula. I don't know. It's not my favorite one that I've used. It wasn't like particularly uncomfortable, but I was aware that I was wearing it, A, because of the smell, and B, because it felt dry. Again, it didn't dry out my lips. Like, I took it off at the end of the day and my lips were not dry, and the next day my lips were great. So it certainly doesn't dry out your lips, which is great. I want to play around and wear these a little bit more and see what I think, especially, you know, wear time on the deeper colors and the more bold colors. But yeah, I mean, it's such a pretty shade. My teeth look so white. I like that. Anyways, that was my thoughts on the Fenty Icon lipsticks. I'm curious to know what you think of these. Like I said, every review I watched was super favorable. And so I'm a little bit curious to see and these were kind of all swatches and first impressions. So I'm curious to see after wearing them for a while, what people think of these. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you're having an awesome day. And if you did like this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up, and if you would subscribe, that would make me so happy. And you will definitely get more videos from me. So I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, just kidding. I just wanted to do a little check-in. I thought that I would just eat a snack and come back and tell you how this wore. And I mean, you can see it like kind of came off a little bit. But actually it did stay on pretty well. And it's just now, I mean, it's only been like 15-20 minutes, but it's just now starting to like do the kind of drying down thing. Yeah. Anyways, I also just wanted to really quickly touch on the scent a little bit better. I don't think that I was very clear on that. It does have like a sweet scent. I think I said it smelled like the Gloss Bomb, but I didn't say what that was. It's sort of a sweet, and I can see maybe that there's like a vanilla-ness to it, but I would say it's more fruity. It's kind of like, it's almost like a fruity candy. Yeah, because there's like a sweetness, like a creamy sweetness mixed with like the fruity sweetness. Anyways, that's the scent. It does not go away. For somebody like me who is sensitive, it is a bit pervasive, like I said. but it's not a terrible scent, and it's not the kind that just immediately makes me nauseous or makes my throat hurt or makes my eyes burn, those kind of things. I don't have those reactions. It's more of just kind of, it's a little irritating. So anyways, I just wanted to yeah, and I'm starting to feel that dry sensation. Like I said, my lips don't really feel dry. It's just the lipstick feels dry. So, I mean, I guess you kind of get that with a matte lipstick. I didn't feel it like slough off when I wore it all day though. As far as like, I don't know if any of you have used the Anastasia Beverly Hills like liquid lipstick. I feel like it just like comes off in little flakes kind of. It just kind of flakes off. This doesn't do that. I didn't feel that at all. But yeah, it just is, it feels dry. Anyways, again, thank you for being here. I am going to sign off for real this time. Have a good one.